At some of these events, you know, a lot of times people might ask to like sign a hat or a gun or something like that. Every now and then I've ran into like just a weird object here or there. What's like the weirdest thing that you've signed? And then, that you can say. Hey, what's up guys? My name is Daniel and welcome to another episode of GI TV. We're here today with Bob, Bill, and Mark. And so we thought it'd be fun to get together and talk about our upcoming trip to Texas for our grand opening of the third store. Because we got 3 epic events planned. On Friday, we have a meet and greet, grand opening on Saturday. And on Sunday, we're gonna be playing at D14. So we really hope you guys can join us. But why don't we open it up? Guys, what are you most excited for this weekend? Bob?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff I'm kind of excited for. One, I'm really excited to meet the players from the Texas community because I hear a lot about it, but I've never played out there. I really want to go see the new walk-in store. You know, Vince Kim is out there, and also our new manager for that facility is from Bakersfield, my hometown. So that'll be pretty dope. I really want to meet that gentleman in particular. I'm really excited to meet Jay Ward in person because I've been doing a lot of talking over the phone with him and by text, and seems like a really cool gentleman. I really cannot wait to see his field. Also, it's been a long time since I played Airsoft in the rain, and that's more than likely going to happen this weekend. Yeah. So it's kind of difficult sometimes, but it also makes you feel really badass. So it'd be good to get a workout and do something awesome at the same time.
Yeah, I know it's definitely going to be cold.
And Texas barbecue.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
And then Bill, I know you've been working on setting up the meet and greet on Friday. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about that.
I have. 7 p.m. On the border in Plano, Texas. Is going to be free food, a lot of fun. All of us are going to be there. It's going to be just a grand old time. Honestly, I'm just excited for food.
I wonder, who do you think could eat the most tacos out of all of us?
Am I the only one who played lineman in high school?
I'll
defensive end.
Okay, we're like same position.
But see, in like a lot of the food eating competition, it's always like the skinny
It's always the
Asian
skinny
guy.
like Asian guy, so it'll probably be him.
I was gonna say, I don't know. I'd like to go toe to toe with you in a.
I mean, we went toe to toe on a T-bone steak, 2 separate ones, of course. But you finished it first. You finished it first.
Yeah,
so.
and I was still kind of hungry.
I'm glad you said there's 2 separate steaks because I just imagine like a Lady in the Tramp.
I was saying, yeah, it's just like never again, never again.
I'm honestly just looking forward to the fact I've never been to Texas before.
Yeah.
So. First time out of state for the company and first time out of state airsofting.
Definitely. Oh. So here's a question that I've seen a couple times in just comments in Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook and stuff like that is, what guns and gear are we using at D14? Mark, you want to start off?
I will be using my G&G Scar. It's got a new gearbox in it, so we'll see how well it shoots. It's still on dot, but...
How slow is that shooting? Just for
it's at 43, but I'll be using a 14.8 volt LiPo that day.
That's 43 BBs per second. That's Mark's
That's with 11.1, so if I use a 14.8, it should be faster.
Nice.
I think I just had a brain aneurysm from how fast that is.
Physics!
It's funny because you guys always like make the joke like, oh, it's such a slow gun. We keep saying that, and every time I'm like, oh god, that's stupid amount of fire.
Yeah.
Like you can go through a mag so fast. Like the only mags that seem like they always feed are the PTS EPM mags.
Mid caps, yes.
Yeah.
But if they're high caps, JG mags and then G&G 450 mags will work.
Such a ridiculous rate of fire.
Bert.
Yeah.
Fat mags for the win.
Gosh. What about you guys? What are you guys doing for guns and gear?
You want me to go first or you?
Yeah, go first.
All right, well, my stuff's probably not that exciting because I only really have one set of gear, but I'm not bringing out the LM4 because it's going to be a little bit cold, so I'm bringing out the M16 out of, bringing it out from the old, under the
retirement?
Thank you,
yeah,
yes,
yeah, okay.
Out of retirement.
Like when we were talking about, talking to the store managers out there and we were talking about the GameStop that's like right next door, most of the guys at GameStop either have or currently play Airsoft. So when they found out that like Airsoft GI is opening a GI Tactical right next to it, they were just like, oh my god, it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, so just kind of goes hand in hand.
That DAT cross promotion dough.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, if you like Airsoft, like there's like a 99% chance you're gonna play video games.
Oh, the new Call of Duty.
That's a fact. We did data.
Yeah, probably.
So the grand opening is going to be on Saturday, starting at 10 a.m. and we got a lot of cool stuff. I'm particularly excited for a couple of the vendors that are coming out. So I know we have like JAG, which represents Echo One, VFC, ENL AKs, and stuff like that, along with Elite Force. And I know for a fact they're bringing out some epic raffle prizes too. So that should be a lot of fun. What are you guys most excited about for the sale itself?
I honestly just really want to get to know the community out there because I've heard so much about, it's a very vibrant airsoft community, and I just don't know many people that play airsoft out there, except for we met like a couple at Operation Ironclad that played D14, and they were really nice and really cool.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious to meet the players out there, meet the parents, meet the kids, just meet everyone I can. And I also meant to mention this earlier, but D14 is making a 3D model of their field, and I really want to see that. And if I had the chance, I want to play 40K on that model.
Well, that's a great idea. Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
This is more of a personal thing, but one of my friends that I haven't seen him in about a year, he's going to school out in Texas, and I told him about the grand opening and everything, and so he's going to come out, and someone will be like, oh, dude, I haven't seen you in a while. And he's actually a guy that I used to do cheer with. So I was like, dude, stunt in front of the store, and we'll get pictures.
On the concrete?
Dude, we did standing tucks on the concrete.
All right, I only did cheerleading for like half a year. So.
Okay, yeah, well, then I am.
I want a triple backflip from Bill.
No,
Raise your
not
hand if you want to
happening.
see Bill do a triple backflip.
I can't do it anymore.
Nose goes? Nose goes?
Oh, dang it. Relax.
No, it's been about like 3 years since I could do a standing tuck, so...
Unacceptable.
I'm assuming like practicing that, there must have been a few times when you ate it pretty bad.
Oh, no, there's a video of me landing on my face on YouTube.
That's,
Yeah.
we should.
Why don't we have that?
I can find it
And
give
cut
it
to it now.
Okay, we're gonna try to cut to that right now in the video.
And
That'd
then
be
just
great.
have it just be like, and then,
Replay.
Do you remember the Godzilla game when you got caught by Godzilla and then we made a GIF out of that? Because you tried to go through a window that had a crosshatch and then Godzilla grabbed you from behind. And
yeah,
it was like...
it just looks like,
Okay, this
yeah.
second
Prison.
cut, Max. To that.
Prison.
Oh, I don't think we introduced the Bantha. Bill, do you wanna? That was my bad.
I said Barrett, but
Oh, that's Barrett the Bantha.
this is Barrett the Bantha. He's coming with us to Texas.
It's coming with you to Texas.
Well, us, but he's staying on my person, and maybe we'll see who wants to take some pictures with Barrett and go up on our Facebook.
I was going to say, this weekend at GI Tactical, Barrett the Bantha will be with us all 3 events. So I have a challenge for you guys. Who can get a photo with Barrett the Bantha on their shoulder and then put it up on social media, and then we might share it around too. So.
And I have a challenge for you guys. Who can snipe this off of Bill's shoulder at D14 Airsoft?
I can do that.
I don't know if it's going to be... Oh.
I can do that.
Can I practice?
Wait a minute.
Imagine 40 rounds going through that.
Let's have like every player that comes to D14 just line up, and Bill can just stand out there with Barrett, and we'll see
No
how that
face
goes.
mask, just eye pro.
Just
No, that'd be horrible. She's still smiling.
Did we go over what you're going to be using?
I'm going to be using a gun from the retail store. I'm going actually pretty lightweight, so I'm going to be wearing just my Blue Force Gear chest rig, and then iPro and face protection, and that's really going to be it. Just 'cause I'm traveling light on this one. But Bob, what are you playing with? And
I was thinking like axe, grenade, and then McDonald's straw, and then just like a bag of holding that can hold my BBs, and just blow gun it.
Hey man,
No,
you
fair
get,
enough.
those things
No,
go
scary.
to 100 feet per second. Those things are deadly.
Yeah, they are. No, I was actually thinking like we've got the VR16 out there. That's gonna be one of my options, and then I think we also brought out the ARX 160. Then we also have the Echo 1 PSR. So I have a good selection.
I
Guys
think we
to
also
choose
have a
from.
Crytek out there too.
Yeah,
We've
bring
got
the
a good
Crytek.
mix of stuff that we're bringing out there.
And I think I'm the only one that brought a pistol. I brought the Elite Force 1911, which may or may not function in that low a temperature.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's CO2.
I was gonna
though.
say
It is
should be
CO2.
fine.
but
yours,
still.
30 to 40
yours will
degrees.
function better than mine because mine's green gas, so mine's just for looks.
Yeah, but I mean, like, depending on, like, the temperature is scheduled to be, like, around 32, 37 degrees. But if it goes lower, then it may run into
Just
some
keep a
issues.
CO2 cartridge between your butt cheeks.
And as planned, Mark.
reloading.
Oh god,
We're good. We're good.
It's like a fine cigar. Ah yes, fresh scent of on this cartridge.
Everyone loves their own brand.
Screwed in.
As Daniel throws up in the corner.
I know, it's pretty
It
gross.
was
So this weekend's definitely a big deal with it being the 3rd store. So my personal goal throughout this weekend is to have a successful grand opening. When what was it, 3-4 years ago, we only had 1 store, and now we got 2 stores, and now we got 3 stores, and that's the most common thing I think we all see on all comments and questions is build a store in this state, build a store in this state. And so we're working as hard as we can to spread Airsoft. So I'm really excited that we have now a 3rd location, and so seeing the Virginia store grand opening as a huge success was a lot to me, meant a lot to me. And so the same thing, I hope to say the same after the GI Tactical store in Texas opens up. So that's kind of my goal. So probably not the most interesting answer, but that's my personal goal. But what do you guys think? Do you guys have any goals or challenges to accomplish this weekend?
I'm actually kind of digging that stay warm thing because that sounds like a pretty good priority. But for me, I think like my goal is to say hi to as many people as I can. Just both, obviously at the meet and greet, at the grand opening on Saturday, and at D14 because I really want to get a good feel for the communities. Just to know like what kind of events we want to throw and like how we want to do things, but also just to get a greater understanding of the community out there in Texas.
Yeah.
So.
My goal is to not screw anything up.
I don't have personal goals. I'm just gonna go there, have fun, meet people, and do what we do best. That's pretty much it.
Low standards.
You can't be disappointed.
Hey,
I'm
just saying, like,
I have a question for you, Bob. At some of these events, a lot of times people might ask to like sign a hat or a gun or something like that. Every now and then I've ran into like just a weird object here or there. What's like the weirdest thing that you've signed that you could say on camera?
Some kid at a Rebel training camp asked me to sign his face. I was like, all right, sure, you bet. Then right behind him in line was Mongo from Team Therapist. And Mongo is like a 6'5", like over 10-year veteran of the Navy. Basically, he saddled up right after that kid walked away and started to pull up his shirt. He's like, Bob, I need you to sign my belly button. and I was like, you know what? This can't be the worst thing ever. So I signed his belly button. I think the weirdest part about it is like as I was signing it, he was just looking straight down. Like the whole time I would look up and he's like, yeah. I have two predictions. One, I haven't puked in an airsoft game in a long time, but since it's raining, there's going to be mud, and I feel like stuff's just going to get crazy. D14, I wager that I'm going to be running on the verge of puking. I'm going to fall in the mud and then puke all over myself. Ooh. That's what I think that's a worst case scenario.
I'm predicting that I'm going to end up horribly disgusting after playing at D14 because I've never played in the rain or mud. And it's going to be an experience.
So you like being wet and moist?
I do. Every day.
Okay, so Bill stepped out of the room, but luckily we have Bane from Batman who just is now joining us. How's it going, Bane?
Yes, it's going very well. I was wondering when you were going to introduce me.
Sorry, I was a little rude. I didn't see you come in
That
at
was
first.
extremely rude.
Sorry, my bad. So what happened to Bill? Why did he leave?
I killed him.
Oh, he killed him. That sounds like it. This is what Bill does half the day. He just kind of sits at his desk and works
I'm
and
not
does.
Bill, I'm Bane, you asshole.
He's Bane. Bane just sits at his desk and works and then does impressions from Independence Day, Star Wars, and Batman.
I could mix the two. Gentlemen, let's plow the road.
Okay, so because we're so excited about this GI Tactical Weekend, if you guys can join us and then find us throughout the day, each one of us is going to try to do our best to deliver on the following promises. So me, I have the new Noisy Cricket that I recently picked up. I have 2 of these. If you guys can find me at the end of the day on the grand opening, I will duel you with these Noisy Crickets. So if you guys can find me, that should be a lot of fun. But Bob, what is your promise for the weekend?
Well, I'm going to make this promise, but this usually happens anytime I go to the field anyway. I will have my axe at both the grand opening and D14, so if you have your own foam melee weapon, you can request a duel, and I will oblige.
And I promise if you come up to me and kindly ask,
Perhaps I will talk to you in my best Bane voice.
If he's not busy.
That's all I have to offer.
If you find me, there's not much I can offer. I'll give you guys a cool fist bump.
I think Marq has a lot to offer.
See, there we go. Just like one of those.
Best fist bumps ever.
That interaction.
well, there went that whole thing for best fist bumps ever, everybody.